Hey, how's it going guys? Rogue here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on Arrow Season 5, so if you're not caught up, obviously don't watch this, click off it now, because there's going to be some spoilers ahead. So this video is going to be talking about who I think, the Vigilante is. So I'm going to be going through a number of different people on, of who it could be, who the Vigilante could be. So I'm just going to start off with, my personal opinion and why I think this character is Vigilante. So I think Quentin is Vigilante because obviously he could be on a redemption mission for Laurel, because obviously he lost Laurel and he's got a bit of motivation to save the city now. That could be a good reason why he is the Vigilante, and obviously he wants to honour her legacy by doing what she did, protecting the city, but obviously he's doing it in a not like a darker sense. Well, he is doing it in a dark sense, really, because he has had the opportunity to work with Team Arrow, but he wants them to work with him. Not, he wants things to go his way instead of doing things for them. So he wants to lead this darker path of defeating Prometheus, saving the city. Whereas Oliver is kind of a lighter, but still not very light in that sense. And obviously he would have access to everything that Vigilante has, such as, obviously it's called his arsenal because he has access to guns, armor, ballistic vests obviously, and all different stuff like that, tasers, batons and different stuff. And obviously he has had a bit of training with Team Arrow, so he knows how they work. That's why he might not be in it as much, because he knows how to avoid them, because he knows what their plans are, I guess, but I may sound really stupid here, so, don't take this wrong. But obviously the huge doubt here is, when Quentin was in the limo, when Vigilante attacked it, it makes it hard to be him because, he was in the limo, I guess. Unless he had help, unless someone else was doing it. So the second suspect, if you want to call him that, is Frank Pike, the police captain. I know a lot of people think it's him, because obviously he's lost all these officers, and he's trying to take matters into his own hands, but I don't really think it's him, to be honest. I just don't. Well, actually, it could be him, because obviously he's not in the show as much, and that would make sense, but I personally don't think it's him, to be honest. I just, he's not even a suspect for me, personally. Right, so this is one that stands out clear for me, and this is my own opinion on it. So, the other person it could be is Tommy Merlin. Now, obviously, while Malcolm Merlin was Ra's al Ghul, he could have easily brought his son back to life. Now, that's not the only way how he could have done it, because obviously the Lazarus Pit, he had access to that, and I know it was destroyed and all, but I'm pretty sure that was after he was, not Ra's al Ghul anymore. I'm pretty sure. Well, even if it was after, because, my memory is not the best on Arrow. That was like over a year ago now. So he might have had access to the Lazarus Pit, or when he was going back in time with Eobard Thawne could have said something to him like, if you come and work with me, we can bring your son back, and, maybe that worked. But my theory is, if it was a Lazarus Pit, obviously they have this lust for blood sort of thing. They like, everyone who comes out of the Lazarus Pit wants to kill people, and they can't help it. So for all we know, that could be what's happening to Tommy. Now, I think he will come back eventually. I just don't think he'll stay dead. I think it's stupid. It's like Oliver's best friend. Obviously he died in the end of season 1, but I just don't really feel like he's gonna stay dead forever, if that makes sense. It's kind of like Eddie as well. It's just stupid. He was like such a main character in season 1, and they're just gonna kill him off and never bring him back. That just seems stupid. If he did have this lust for blood, it would kind of make sense that he becomes a vigilante. Maybe he's found a way to control it, to use the lust against the bad people instead of using it against the innocent, which, that does sort of make sense to me. Whether it does to you, I may not have explained that properly, but it still should sort of make sense. I personally thought he was Prometheus at first, Tommy. I did think it was genuinely him, but, it wasn't, so that kind of makes me think that he will come back, maybe as Vigilante. I do want Vigilante to join Team Arrow, but whether he will or not, or maybe they'll have connections with him, they'll help him out once every so often. I definitely think he'll be revealed. Maybe not the end of this season, because I just don't know if that's possible. Maybe he'll be in the finale helping Oliver take down Prometheus. Maybe. I'm not too sure. but I just feel like he's going to be in season 6 as well. That just seems possible to me. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's been Rogue, and I'll see you guys later.